Daniel 9:27 states that Antichrist will make a firm covenant with the many, being end-time Israel, for 1 week, meaning a period of 7 years in Daniel's context. This directly refers to the nearing 7-year tribulation in today's end times. Then this verse tells us an eye-opening major key that, quote, in the middle of the week, he, Antichrist, will put a stop to the sacrifice, which appears to point at the sacrifice of a lamb on the feast of Passover. My first point, and if this is so, is that Daniel would be placing the middle point of the coming 7-year tribulation as being in either March or April of a coming year, since we know that Passover is recognized by Jewish tradition every year in March or April. My second point, and based on this, is either the month of September or October of a coming year would have to be the actual start of the 7-year tribulation. This is simply figured by starting at March or April, which Daniel already frames as the mid-7-year point, and then counting back 1,260 days, which in the Jewish calendar of 360 days equates to 3.5 years. This winds up in September or October of any given year, as being the actual start of the coming 7-year tribulation. For example, in looking ahead in today's end times, if, and I emphasize if, September or October of next year, 2014, were to actually start the foretold 7-year tribulation, then 1,260 days later, meaning 3.5 years later, would be the exact middle of the 7-year tribulation, being March of 2018. And in fact, March 31st is the actual calendar date for Passover in 2018. Plus, as a significant side note, the year 2018 will be the actual 70th year anniversary of Israel's rebirth as a nation in 1948. But still using this example, this means the third temple would have been built by March of 2018, and with the sacrifice, being Passover, also being stopped by Antichrist in March 31st of 2018, being the mid-7-year point. Then at the same exact mid-7-year appointed time is when Antichrist, being the Pope of Rome, would fulfill the abomination of desolation by taking his seat inside the newly built Jerusalem temple and displaying himself as being God. We're told this in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. In closing, there's one of numerous other huge tangible factors which enhance the potential for September or October of 2014 as being the start of tribulation. Namely, the upcoming December 2013 meeting between Israel and Antichrist, the Pope, which is huge Bible prophecy in plain view today. Their stated purpose is to finalize their historic, unprecedented negotiations of the fundamental agreement, as shown in sobering, exclusive detail and headlines at Heisnear.com. These intensified negotiations about the Temple Mount clearly deal with Daniel 9:27's prophecy concerning the signing of an actual 7-year agreement, which itself will virtually start the final end-time 7-year tribulation, which is near to this generation. And obviously, with my previous example, if the 7-year tribulation were to truly begin in September or October of 2014, then Israel and the Pope have about 12 more months from now of negotiations before they would virtually sign it.